We're all lit up. Here we go. Hi, everybody. This is Nelson with Creekwood.aquatics. This is my little small frag section. Sorry I was late. I was dealing with a customer who had a couple questions, so I was working with them on the phone about their tank, and now we're here. Let's see. The shop should be loaded up. Let me pop. You see, not everything is importing. Freshwater fish, check the shop. I should have some stuff loaded. Oh, I am operating the wrong lights. Let me come over here. Yeah, when it comes to the freshwater stuff, I mean, you can always see them. We have a ton of African cichlids. Got a bunch of community stuff over here and a giant green phantom over here. But let's do over here. Do saltwater show. Here we go. So I'm gonna post. We do have a variety pack. It's six corals. It's $180. Everything shipping included. Here we go. So this is a special that we're running right now. I'm just gonna move that over for now. I got duckweed on my hands. Okay. But yeah, these are some of the frags that we have in stock this week. Any of the guys on the black rack, they're gonna be the $20 frags. Like I said, you can bundle six of them together for $180, and we ship it all together. We do have some really cool ones. I don't know how cool I want to go first. I think one of my favorites and one of the most hardy are these mini Ghani gardens over here. So this is a Ghanapora. It is a very small piece. You can see how tiny those polyps are. But in my experience, it's been extremely hardy. It looks really good, and they are a nice splash of color. Yeah, right now we have two of these pieces. I have a third one, but I'm kind of babying that one because once we switch to Kalkwasser, I had two corals. I didn't really agree with the Kalkwasser. See how short he is? He's still here, but compared to his brother and sister over there, he's a little short, but he's coming back slowly. What else do we have that's cool? Oh, we have a couple acros that are really, really nice. Let me pull this one. Checking that out. That looks like oh, whatchamacallit. Why is my brain breaking right now? A little bit of coralline algae growing on it. We switched to the Kalkwasser about 4 weeks ago, and a lot of my corals have been exploding in growth. So even this acro here, all those little nubs at the bottom, those neon green ones, that's all new growth because it wasn't like that a few weeks ago. But yeah, if you choose the multi pack, it's pretty much pick your own corals. We pop them in the box and we get them shipped out on Monday. Here is another acro over here, and this one again after the calclosser, starting to grow over his plug. You can see that little bit of ledge right there. I have been really happy with the calclosser. It's really been doing an amazing job. I gotta read my customer's message in a minute. All day. It's nice. But yeah, I'm like the helpline. People call me for help with their tanks throughout the day. Actually, I'm gonna do one of these guys. So yeah, even the polyps are on that special. But this one has been some of my favorite. And this one is the red pipe organ. Yeah, even these guys on the Kalkwasser, it's been like they've had a growth explosion. And I'm going to contribute that to the higher pH because right now our pH is about 8.3, 8.4. Something's making a weird noise. Let me put this down. Oh, it's Powerhead. It's Powerhead making all the noise. But yeah, we have the red pipe organ corals. They are one of my favorite corals. I always tell this story, but when I was younger, I couldn't keep these things alive for the life of me. Um, and now that we feed a ton of phytoplankton, rotifers, we have our elements kind of balanced out where we want them. I can't stop these things from growing. I mean, look at this guy in the shade down there. He's growing. There's one more that fell on its side over here. That one's still growing. There's a few random pieces. So when I frag, occasionally I'll get pieces that fall to the bottom that I kind of forget about, and they're thriving without me. So yeah, the red pipe organ corals, I'm a really big fan of. We also have these pink Pandora polyps over here, and they're already grabbed onto the rack. So yeah, we're selling this whole colony. It's $20. So yeah, you can see how fast they grow. The coral, uh, SpongeBob, beautiful little yellow polyp, little blue eye in the middle. I am waiting for him to grab on. Even with the Kalkwasser, I even have a ton more coralline algae growing too. These right here were the pink Halle Berry. I bought this one a couple weeks ago with two polyps. Now we got three. Oh, there's a fourth one. But again, very beautiful piece, something you can add to the bundle. This guy got to find a new home for. This one is our Space Invader Pectinia. I'll tell you what, he really likes it under the light. This piece right here, this piece is I'm gonna say this piece is about $100 right now. But yeah, it's a very beautiful piece. The Space Invader Pectinia. I'm gonna slide him over there. Hey, Carrie. Don't worry. This week we'll pack up your fish. We'll make sure it makes it to Houston. We won't leave it home alone again. I could have swore I had everything packed up, but I guess I had too many things going on. I'm gonna show off one of my favorite, but the Monte Pora frags. Yeah, I wasn't worried about her. I mean, just because of the fact that I used to transship betas from Indonesia, and those things transship for over a week, and they still look good when they got here. But yeah, this one's a red cap Montipora. We have a few pieces of these. Extremely hardy, and these things are really resilient. Keep your calcium levels high, keep your pH high, moderate light, high flow, and these guys tend to do really, really well. I'll show my mother colony. Yeah, this piece used to be a lot bigger. We've been fragging it a lot. It did go through a stress event where it did turn pink. It turned very light. We quarantined it. We treated it. Hydrogen peroxide dip it. And a few weeks later, it bounced back really, really well. But yeah, I'm always expecting the corals. Anytime I get my hand on the corals, I'm flipping them around, checking them out, because that's the only way you keep pests out of your aquarium if you're constantly monitoring while you have these things in your hand. All right, let me unpin this real fast. Unpin. I'm going to move on to more of my higher end corals. I am going to pick up, who am I going to pick up? I'm going to pick up my hollow hammer first. So these have been absolutely amazing. I brought two of these in for a customer. The customer bought one. I got left with the other. And these guys have been splitting for me every month. They give me a new head. So even this guy, I'm going to scratch my face real fast. It's hard to see, but yeah, there's two heads over here. And once that flesh band kind of separates, we'll separate them. We'll create two new frags out of them. But yeah, this guy is a frag that keeps on giving. That's one hollow hammer. This one looks like it has three heads. Yep, there it is. One, two, and three in the back. So yeah, this piece I would say in 2 months, all three of these heads will be able to be fragged, and you'll be able to make another three frags out of this one. But yeah, we're selling this one since the flesh band is all connected. We're going to consider this one head. I believe this guy is listed at $125 in the shop, but this is our hollow hammer. If you have any questions about some of the stuff, just let me know. If you have any questions about your tank, but like I said, this system's been set up for about a year now, and it's it's been in the last few weeks ever since I switched to the Kalkwasser. I mean, stuff was going good, stuff was growing, but I haven't seen stuff grow the way that I've been seeing them grow since I switched. Let's look at some of these purple hammers. Again, you always want to look at those flesh bands. I tell a lot of my customers, if you're gonna buy a hammer or any type of Euphilia, always look at that flesh band. That flesh band should be thick. It should be long. It shouldn't be receded. I'll show you one that receded, and I think this is by fault. I think I put it in an area where the flow is too strong. But this is my small New York Knicks, and you see it looks like his flesh band got ripped right below his base. I can see some exposed skeleton. So this piece is going to continue to be quarantined until it fixes that damage. But yeah, we won't let a piece like that go. So yeah, that'll remain into the shop until that's healed. But this New York Knicks over here, again, look at that flesh band. This one's trying to split here too. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the New York Knicks. That's one of my favorite Euphilias. Yeah, but most likely I'll be placing a new order for coral soon. I've been. One day you will be. It's just like raising plants, but in saltwater. This piece, I've been really excited for this piece. This is the electric orange leptastrea, and I have to do an update on the TikTok on this piece. But I've had this piece for a few months. Like it got bigger, but it really wasn't. For lack of a better term, it wasn't thriving. And again, last week we changed. 4 weeks ago, we changed how we dose our elements into this tank, and you can see. Sometimes I don't know if the picture's just getting dark or what, but yeah, there's a ton of new polyps. Yeah, a ton of new polyps going on this plug. So yeah, like I said, I've been really worried about changing my dosing to the Kalkwasser, but I gotta say all the results I've seen, I'm really glad I made that choice, and I'm starting to see the benefits in a lot of these corals. Like here's a meteor shower sulfastria. This is a small frag that I made a couple weeks ago, and you can see he's already encresting onto his plug. And this thing was barely alive. This thing had like two polyps left on it. Let's see this other piece here. Yeah, doing much better. Stuff like this would be in my uh-oh bundle. But yeah, these would be like $15. Which after I get my next coral order, I'll probably see if I could start moving some of these small uh-oh pieces. Like this small piece of Montiflora digitata. Here's a better piece of digitata. He's around. I know it's stalking me. It's somewhere in this tank. There it is. Yeah, she's definitely stalking me, but I haven't gotten close enough to her where she feels like I'm causing her any trouble. But I will now. I'm gonna reach. Gotcha. Reaching for this Fabia before it grows onto my rack. This one, it had such a unique coloration to it. There we go. This one has always been a really cool piece. Out of all the Fabias, this one tends to mind its own business. It doesn't get too aggressive, but it is trying to grow into my rack. You can see all that extra growth. Let's see underneath. Yeah. Yeah, so this one is trying to spread, but again, it's very unique in its coloration. Yeah, very marbly. This one right here, I believe this was the Sector 1 Fabia. You see, in the past, it was stung, so it did have some tissue recession. But in the past few weeks, it has been growing back really, really nicely. So all that orange tips, those are all the new growth. Turn that side like that. I think if you want color, I think the Lowigia. I think the Lowigia is going to be your plant. Oh, I hate when I'm staring at the reef tanks because everything looks orange for the first like 30 seconds. Yeah, we'll bring this to you. We'll bring you some of the super red Lowigia. Everything's orange to me. I can't see color right now. I've been looking at too much blue light. No, they were out of stock on the frogs. All they had was the giant African clawed frogs, and that will eat everything in your aquarium. So we decided to hold off. But if we order from Sea Dwelling next week, those frogs are available from California. So we'll get the frogs in. We'll get those along with the corals. Ooh. Yeah, sorry, I had to read my customer sent me a message about her reef tank. I had to answer her real fast. Why am I so zoomed in? That's better. The screen got so dark. And of course, we have our anemones. So we have rainbow, Sherman, and green bubble tips. I think the green's split again. How many greens are there? There's one, two, three, four. Yeah, they're split. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to order 50 new frags next week. I don't know who these guys are, but they are very nice too. She's watching me. All right, I'll show one more piece, and then I'll probably call it for today. Those little hammers have a bunch of little frags in them. I'm gonna do the mint pavona. Yeah, so these guys I'm gonna call beginner coral, but they grow super easily. They grow really fast. These guys, since they've been here for the last month, that is as much growth as they had. I don't do much for them. I put them in high flow area, but again, we do keep our calcium 500, pH 8.3, alkalinity is about a 7, nitrates we run at about a 5 or a 10, and man, they seem to be really happy. So a lost coral over there, and some banded shrimp. But anyway, I got to get ready for my trip to Houston tomorrow, so I'm going to call it a night. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.